walk you through saving your project when you're halfway through it, once you've got your stuff in Scratch. I just opened up the OWL template. So you probably will need the OWL template anyway, but then you can change it. You can change the drawing. You can change all the other stuff. I mean, it's up to you how brave you want to get, but the OWL template has like most of the stuff pretty much set up in there, and you guys can figure out what it's doing. But anyway, the idea is that you can't close this and then open it again and have it be saved, because it won't save. You have to save it, and you also can't open it again in Scratch. We are not in Scratch here. It looks like Scratch, but it's not Scratch. It says Scratch, but really it's ScratchX, machinelearningforkids.uk. So here's what it is. So let's say you got it this far and you're working and you're playing and you're doing all kinds of stuff in Scratch, and then you have to leave and do something else. So then you're going to go to File, you're going to go to Save Project, you're going to save it somewhere on your computer. I already did, so I'm going to do test Al2. All right, test Al2, it doesn't matter what you call it. All right, and I'm just saving it to my desktop for now. You can save it to your OneDrive if you want to, depending on what computer. I mean, it really doesn't. If you save it to your OneDrive, then you can get it from any computer. But I know you're probably just using your school computer. Anyway, save it there. Now, let's say you're going to go and have your dinner. So I'm closing everything else up again. All right, now it's time to go back and work on the project. So you're going to go back to your browser, and you're going to go back to this link, back to this Machine Learning for Kids link, not to Scratch. Even though you're that far, you're not going to Scratch. You're going here, you're going to go to projects, you're going to find your project, you're going to click on it. Now, I think that you have to go through the learn and test again. I may not right now because I just closed it, but I think you do the learn and test again. But let's try it. In any case, you can do it this way. Go to where it says make at this point. Now I assume most of you are using the old version of Scratch because that's what you're used to seeing. So then click Open in Scratch, and there's not going to be anything there, which is okay. Oh, I have to click to enable Flash. You may not have to do that. So when it opens, there's nothing here. So from here now, you have to go here to File. You have to go to Load Project. Then you have to go back to that, find the file. So it was test Al2. It's an SBX file, and open that. And then it says replace content. So yes, it does. And then it's going to load your stuff back, and you can continue working from there. Now, what's important is once you load it back in, if this dot is not green, then you have to go back to, and it's just a browser button open, just go back to learn and test, and then you have to go through the test again. You just have to go through the whole test thing again. And once it's trained again, then you can go back to your project and then back into this part. When you open it up, it should still, let's see if it's still be there. Let's see if it is still there. Hopefully it should be there now. Okay, it's not. All right, so take what I said, always do the learn and test first, and then it doesn't matter, I mean, or do it that way. And then once it's green, then just go back again and go to the file load project and find it on your computer and open it back up. Okay, and then you can work on it and save it. And when it's totally all done, you're going to be, I'm pretty sure, making a video. So I don't think I'm going to need to get into the Scratch file itself. I think your video is going to be enough for that. But if you have any questions, I know it's a little confusing. If you have any questions, please come and see me. This is probably the most confusing one that we're going to be working on. But it's really, really worth it to learn about the machine learning.